Welcome back to Precision Trader University. In today's video, once again, I want to take you and show you how to use Bookmap, the most powerful tool in the stock market, and how to use this tool to find where the market is giving out the highest probability money in the market. If you haven't watched previous videos, please do. Explain there exactly what we're looking at here, but just for a quick rundown here. Bookmap allows you to visually see where the major buyers and sellers in the market are sitting looking to get orders filled. Okay, and why is this so powerful? Because we know market makers use this liquidity as a tractor beam effect, gravitational pull into these levels. Okay, and knowing that once it gets to those levels, we can use some extremely, whether it's playing to those levels or playing at those levels when it gets there, we have 4 extremely powerful bookmap price action strategies that we use to take advantage of the market and gives you the highest probability setups that you will find in the stock market. So with that said, Baba was one of our entries for the day. Just give you a quick glance here what we looked like. Again, our plays come out in advance, guys. We are not playing head and shoulders, double, again, we don't need something to happen two, 3, 4 times before we know it's a good level. Okay. We know it's a good level before it gets there. We can identify it. So for example, here, our entry today on BABA, we were looking for 405, okay, and potentially a 406 pump there. Again, I wrote it wrong. I was thinking of SPY, which was in the 400s. We were trading that as well. But anyway, it was actually 105 and 106. So that was our entry targets that we were looking for. That was the play set up, ready to go. Now, as far as how to identify a key setup in Bookmap, well, that's simple. All you want to do is you have to find it on the scanner. Okay, I'll show you here in a second how we find those on the scanner. Okay, but once you find it on the scanner, all right, now it becomes a situation where now I got to find out where the major liquidity is at. So Bookmap allows you to visually see where all this monster liquidity is at. All right, so that tells me, all right, I got a ton of liquidity at 105, 106. Okay, so that tells me I'm going to have a gravitational pull, want to pull into that level. And then when it gets there, I have extremely high probabilities that they're going to be pulling off and taking profit on that level. Okay, so again, very, very valuable information. That's why, again, why our plays come out in advance, because we identify these levels in advance and we just set the alerts in front of the areas we want to get in. And yeah, we take advantage of it. So we don't want to sit there and just be watching the market all day. It's going to cause you to overtrade, and yeah, you do not want to be doing that. Also, 2 complaints ones have is, hey, this is $100 stock. I don't have a lot of money. Well, needless to say, if you are being forced to trade penny stocks and cheap stocks, again, that is a very bad habit to be in. Okay, you need to ultimately get more capital, or you need to start trading prop firm capital. Okay, we've teamed up with Surge Trader. Surge Trader is a prop firm. They allow you to trade large amounts of capital. You get to keep 90% of the profit. They keep a very, very reasonable 10%, and they allow you to trade up to $1 million in capital. So again, that right there is the golden for anybody that has true trading skill. It's amazing. I mean, it's hard to put into words how amazing of an opportunity it is to be able to trade large amounts of capital, because the more capital you have, okay, the easier it's going to be for you to make part-time and full-time income. Because I can assure you, for the most part, if you're expecting to make part-time and full-time income for the long haul, you're going to be trading with $100,000 to $250,000 at a minimum. Okay, at a minimum. Yeah, you can try to go the option route, but again, very volatile. Got a lot of other things to take into consideration, theta decay, all these different things. Again, you're going to make way more money in the long term trading large amounts of money and trading shares. So that's just the reality of it. If you talk to anybody that's been trading for 10 plus years with, a track record of success over the last decade or more, I can assure you, more than likely they're trading large amounts of capital and they're trading shares. So again, don't get caught up into the, oh, I made this return. All, yeah, again, guys, there's a bunch of snakes in this industry. A lot of, yeah. So again, trading's hard enough as it is. The last thing you want to be doing is trading with small amounts of capital. So, and also too, whenever you're forced to trade those smaller amounts of capital, you want to trade stocks that are less. The probabilities are less, because again, when we're trading stocks, when we're trading these stocks that are, $100, $200, $300, $400, $500, again, our probabilities are extremely. We got better probabilities than anybody that's trading penny stocks or any, that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's not even comparable. If penny stocks had higher probabilities, I'd be trading penny stocks, I can assure you, because I'm all about what's going to give me the highest probability of success. I don't care what it is, what's going to give me the highest probability. So when you talk about the easiest way to trade with the highest probabilities, this is it with Bookmap and following these Bookmap strategies. Now, granted, we use several other again, what we use here at Bookmap is only about a quarter of what I have to teach you. So again, for ones that come to the server, they get the Precision Trader University textbook, which is our indicator course 2.0. That's that right there is the best, in my opinion, by far the best intraday scalping and day trading course that you will ever see. And trust me, you will learn things that I can assure you've never learned anywhere else. So with that said, jumping back into BABA here. So again, we were looking for 105. We knew that was the major liquidity. Now we did reject here at 404 initially. Okay, I'll tell you here in a second why they rejected at 404. All right, they come back down, they find support on 102. I'll also show you here in a second on the charts why 102 was no coincidence. All right, and then from there, what do? We start running back up. We finally make our way to 105. So we were sitting right there in live trading, ready to take advantage of it. Of course, I sent it out to the channels as well. And yeah, so from there, beautiful dump off that level, and eventually make our way back to 104. So pretty much in this 104 to 104.40 area, I was encouraging ones to take at least half, 3/4 that off. And then if you want to hold a runner, your runners are 103.30 and 102.30. And up to this point, we got one runner fill. Okay, so we got one runner fill hit, and then for any that are holding for 102, I've taken all mine. I am completely out. So, all right. So with that said, that's BABA. Now you might wonder, okay, so what were you talking about, the 104 and 102? Okay, so this is another thing with our indicator course that makes us even more precise when it comes, because again, that's where a lot of people struggle, is they can maybe get into a good position, but now the question becomes, where do I start taking profit? Okay, how do I scale in, or how do I scale out? All right, let me show you our chart here. Let's see here. There it is. Okay, so you should be able to see here. This is on Snowflake. This was another no-brainer setup. I could cover that as well. I mean, just beautiful here into our $5 increment there, 145, loaded with liquidity on Bookmap. I mean, just beautiful textbook. So anyway, that one was beautiful. All right, as far as BABA, as far as our screener down here, guys, it's a very simple screener. So these are the columns that we're looking for. Make sure you come up here, save your columns, so you don't have to continue to put those in. Again, I have a penny one, and then also my favorite scanner. So these are the columns. These are the columns that you want to have with your scanning. So these are the best of the best here. Make sure you save those. As far as my filters, this is my filters here. The only thing that I need there. So it's again, my go-to scan is the change from the open. Okay, so earlier this morning, all of the best of the best were showing up there. Now a lot of them have fell off, so they start falling down the list. But anyway, so as far as how did I know 104 and 102 were key levels, and why were we expecting the dump back from 105 back to 104, was because our algos here. Again, these are algos. These are computer traded levels, algorithmically traded levels. Computers, institutions, computers, they buy and sell on these levels. Okay, so having these on your chart is a must. Okay, I'm telling you, you will make way more money in the long run. So what they said in the indicator course, I show you how to put all the different types of algos on your chart so that you can have them there and be aware of them. Because again, we put all the monster levels on our charts. Okay, whether it's a monster level from a 1 hour time frame, a 15-minute time, we get them all. Everything is on one chart. We don't need to be looking at 15 different charts. One chart here. Again, you have your intraday and then your daily to get context as well. So, yep, that's we wanted this. Again, we don't want 52 monitors. We don't, like I said, we want everything right here in front of us, easy to look at, decipher. So, with that said, we knew at this major level here, this major algo, they've initially got up to it, dumped off. Where did they bounce at? Had another major algo down here at 102. They bounce here because again, these algos are loaded with buying and selling on them. Okay, so with that said, they blast back up. Now again, we're sitting here waiting for 105. We get to 105, beautiful. We expect at least a dump back into the algo, 104, 22-ish, 25-ish, somewhere in there for some very, very high probability money. So with that said, that's that was our Baba play, Baba setup. Like I said, the same thing was for the what was the other one? Snow was exact same beautiful setup on Snow, pumping into the $5 increment. Again, major liquidity in Bookmap. Again, you always want to look at the $5 increments. Where is the major liquidity sitting on the $5 increment? If you cannot see major liquidity sitting at a $5 increment, then guess what? It's not a major level. Your probabilities of making money on a level outside of those levels is not very good. Now, if you want to play into it, that's fine. You can absolutely play into those levels. For example, let me see if I can get back to Bookmap here. Let's see here. Let's go to the Snow. All right, so pull up Snow here. I told you earlier, it was beautiful. Also, too, another thing I talk about in the other videos is understanding the ATR. Okay, both of these stocks validated on their ATR. Again, for this strategy, you want stocks getting 70 to 100% into their ATR. Okay, you do that, your probabilities go through the roof. You're talking 90 plus, 95+% probabilities easy. Okay, by simply waiting for monster liquidity in Bookmap, identify it, ensure that this stock is 70 to 100% of its ATR for the day. You do that, I mean, you're going to find free money like this all over the place. Now, as far as playing into a level, okay, so you want to catch the momentum into, okay, so you identify this level. It's like, oh man, there's a good chance they want to get there. I want to play to this level. Well, it's very, very simple. What you need to do is you're attacking it on the $5 increment before, okay? So in this case, the $5 increment before is 140. So if you look at a stock, you see that, hey, this stock has, for example, here, Snow has like a 6 ATR, 7 ATR, something like that. You know that, hey, this thing can easily get to the next $5 increment. So you see here at the morning, it's starting around 140. So that automatically tells you that, okay, if this thing can get on top of 140, okay, because this is our momentum on liquidity strategy. So what you're going to need to see in any situation when you're playing momentum is you enter momentum around $5 increments as well. Okay, so the key is you're waiting for a 50 cent to $1 push through a $5 increment, a pullback into it, and then a pop off of it. That's momentum. That's the highest probability way. People talk, oh, the bull flag. No. If you want to catch the base, the highest probability ways to play momentum, guys, it's the momentum on liquidity strategy. I can assure you. So here, prime example of it starts the morning here at 139. You're looking for a pop through 140. Bam, you get it right there around 140.50. They pull back. Again, you're not buying here. Okay, you might say, oh, here's the bull flag. No. This thing could have easily just started falling through the floor and went to 135. Okay, you have to get clear confirmation of support on top of the $5 increment. In this case, it was a $10 increment. So with that said, it breaks back above here. They hold VWAP. They get on top of here. Bam. Now they pull back. Here you go. Beautiful. Pull back support here on 140. Break back above. There you go. Monster liquid. Now you have your North Star major. That's the confirmation you have to have. That's it. And then when you do that, what you do, you come back here and you put your stop just behind this major liquidity here. Okay. You can put it anywhere 139.45. If you want to be ultra conservative, you'd put it back at 138.45. But in this case, more times than not, if you put it back about 55 cents behind the major liquidity, that'll be all the protection that you need here at 140. So, and with that said, once you get in, where are you playing? You know this stock has a 5 ATR. $5-6 ATR can easily get to the next $5 increment. So what are you doing? You're playing it into that level. So now I could understand wanting to take a nice chunk here off at 144 originally, because you had a big algo up there. You were only at, you were close to $1. Well, no, that was on BABA. On Snow, that wasn't the case, because on Snow, let me flip over here and we'll look at the chart. Let's see where the major algos were on Snow. Okay, so on Snow, let's see here. Okay, so on Snow, you had major algos here at 142, 143, but then you had a beautiful algo gap up here to 145. So that right there is just, I can understand wanting to take some here in the 142, 143 range just because the algos, but at the same time, yeah, you absolutely know that they can get up to the $5 increment. Because again, your ATR on Snow is right around $6 or $7. Okay, our average ATR right here, yeah, $6-7. So yeah, beautiful way to play momentum, guys. So like I said, if you're looking to play momentum, yeah, ideally, like I said, all you got to do is just look at the scanner, see what's starting to move pretty quick off the line. If you have a 5 to 10 stocks that you really like to play on a regular basis, you just check them out. Okay, you know that, hey, I got at least, in my opinion, 5 to 7 ATR is the lowest that you want to play on a stock. If you're looking to catch really high probability momentum, guys, you need to be playing stocks that have at least a $5 to $7 ATR on them. If you don't, you're going to be fighting for 50 cents, $1, $2, stuff like that. When you're playing stocks with $5 to $7 ATRs, you're talking about catching $4 and $5 moves. Okay, so and when you're trading with fund capital, like with Surge Trader, say the 100K account, you can trade 1,000 shares of anything. So there you go. So if you're going to trade 1,000 shares, wouldn't you rather be trading 1,000 shares of a stock that can do a 5 ATR rather than trying to trade a stock that you're fighting for 50 cents and all that kind of stuff? So anyway, so with that said, keep a handful of stocks, 5, 10 stocks that you like to try to play momentum on. And then, just look at them, see where they start the day. Where's their next $5 increments in relation to their ATR that they can very easily get to. And then, work on playing momentum based on that $5 increment. Because again, it's just the flip. For example, it could be to the downside. This snowflake play could have been flipped to the downside. Okay, so instead of waiting for it to push through 140 up to close to 141 pullback, you're doing the opposite. Now you're looking for a dump through down to 139, suck back into 140, retest that and reject off of that, and now you're heading down to 135 for momentum. So anyway, it's for anybody that likes to play momentum, like I said, our momentum on liquidity Bookmap strategy is the gold standard in my opinion. So all right, guys. With that said, that'll do it for this video. Hope that helps you. If you have any questions, feel free to come to the server, and like I said, we'll get together and cover anything that you got questions on. So appreciate everyone that made it to the end of the video.